Okay, so welcome back to Wars Going On. I'm Arcturus and I'm joined by Destin and Sebastian Kane to talk about more of what's coming in terms of GvG content. It's Season 8. We have just gone over the Gladiator Gauntlet stages for Season 7. Do check out that video. It will be going up at a similar time to this one. Right, so here we go into Season 8 maps. Now, I've not really looked at these maps. I looked at Sebastian's preview, but my attempts at putting together a team are ridiculously bad because I was confronted with the fact that there are so many ground tiles and so few usable platform tiles that I'm currently at a bit of a loss as what to do. Because
they're anti-platform this time. For some reason, these designs are anti-platform. It's really hard to put them together. But yeah, let's see what Destin thinks. Like I said, I already kind of gave a preview of this. I didn't go into what type of teams to form yet. I'll do that once they're getting closer to global. But it's like when I was just doing the exhibition, I was like, oh, how do we put this together then? So yeah, we'll have to see what we can come up with.
What I immediately realized is they somehow figured out how to make Ingrid not completely broken on the bottom.
Well, yeah, absolutely. You just make it vulnerable to bookkeepers. That's the simple answer.
Just make it so no ground units can be placed at all, and then maybe she'll not be that crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there is nothing you can do with Ingrid in this spot at all.
Yep.
Yeah,
you can.
I think that most of our audience, that watch these episodes, know why we wouldn't do this. But if you're just like a fresh player, just doing GvG, or you decided to get into GvG, there are these things called bookkeepers that if you do that setup, your platform unit's out.
Yes,
essentially
they have a cross-shaped attack phase, and everything would just get slapped really, really hard, and Ingrid would be gone in probably 2 hits. I mean, I do have my Ezrin tucked away quite nicely here at the bottom, which you probably can't see. But that's about the only decent position that's kind of tucked away for a platform unit, and that's kind of it. At the bottom, it's horrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not.
Even if you I always say start with your defender healer, right? Put that as the base and then form a run. If you even just put in the defender in that tile, though, it's like everything else is eliminated. It's like there's no other place to put them. I don't see anything else. It's really hard to put something together.
Yeah, I mean, you can't build anything here.
No,
it's a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could move the tank back a couple tiles, and then... Yeah, maybe you could do like a Pope on the right.
Yeah.
Right of Ezrin, and then put like a Yimritter, Reaver, whatever the hell.
So if they get close enough, to the defender that's 1, 2, 3 tiles away, right? So the Garner Guards will target that platform, right?
Yeah, I mean,
or can you bait?
I mean, it's better against Necros because you don't have to. Yeah. They don't have time to build up, but also maybe there might be like a nightmare team here, potential.
It's just that defenders just look so easy to pick apart, though. It's like,
I mean, because you are really limited to what you can do at the front right here. Because if you try and put your healer a bit more out of the fire line, then
so if
means
All right. So if you did that, put the defender where Yura is located.
Yeah.
Then I guess the Gardener Guards could still pick you apart. But at least now you have that other platform to play with, right? But I don't know.
But I mean, you'd end up with your links or someone on that tile, and they come into play as they were starting to go over.
Sure. Plat 2, Plat 3, that might work.
But yeah, it's really limited to what you can do with this. I mean,
The thing is, once you do anything different to open up one avenue, it closes another so much. So,
yeah.
like if you move the tank back so you could use that bottom tile, then the top tile becomes less useful, and the tiles on the right become less useful. And then if you place everyone forward, then you don't have access to that bottom left tile, and then it's just like, I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like a great area.
No,
I'm sure someone will come up with something, but.
So that's the front. It's pretty horrid. You could try and do a 3-tile nightmare time block thing, but you're just going to get BP checked and overrun. It's not going to end well.
It's just the idea of leaving that defender or that tank there all by himself while the other two are waiting for something to happen, or you're just hoping that fighter has an extra range to his side to be able to do some damage, or you're going to be on the mage or marksman you put right in front. I don't know, man. It's we can test them out. I mean, that's what we do at the beginning of the season, but I could just all I see are weaknesses here and try to put anything together.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're trying to make you move away from some of the other. I think they're trying to push things like Tallulah as a defender, as a healer for GvG, and she just doesn't have the sustain. I know I did it once, and I managed to slip it through your testing, and you didn't pick it up. But she's not she just doesn't have, because her heal rate is like once every 2 seconds, regardless of what attack speed you put on her, and she just heals stronger rather than faster. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, it's so easy to get strong attacks out, with BP and soldiers, that if the defenses are a struggle, it's just could be kind of rough. Yeah. So if they are lowering the amount of attacks, then I guess it's more bearable. But
well, 5 attacks is the big selling point of season 8, which, if you weren't aware, is so rather than having 8 attacks, you're now going to have 5, and that's fine if you can think of 5 attacks worth placing. I mean, at the moment, these all seem overrunnable in terms of the keeps, because this middle bit is going to be so difficult to defend unless you're running things with lots of invulnerability and survivability. You might be able to do something clever with a Wukong and a Valderon and a defender there, something which can survive being bombed, but at the same time can put out crazy DPS so that anything coming in just gets annihilated. And then you're going to have one hell of a good aerial support to deal with the fact that you've got 3 ground units and everything's just going to try and fly over you.
Now, this is one of the maps of all time. That's for sure.
Even if you put the defender in the second ground, you don't have any platform tiles that you can really reliably use, unless there's the 2 in the back, and that's it. But then you've got no healer, because if you try and go there, then you're just going to get Garnet. Your healer is going to be hit by the Garnet guards. Yeah, the Garnet guards are just going to pick that off. Yeah, exactly. You can't rely on the two brokers left. That's gonna get picked off. Let's see here.
I mean,
so you have those two. That's it, right? So
yeah.
I don't see anything viable there. All right, so let's put them back even. Okay, so everything to the left-hand side of broker is out. We can't use that. Anything to the bottom of it is out. We can't use it. So we're down to two platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's absolutely horrible. They are telling you you can't have to use 2 ground units for your defense.
It's like, yeah, so the next 15X for Emirates should be around the corner because I don't see anything else. Who else is going to be able to cover this with no ground tiles directly behind the defender?
No one?
No one, exactly.
I mean, you're waiting on or Arrogance or Zilla2 to kind of, but then you're waiting on their ultimates to proc. So
don't you say Inferno? Tell you, no Infernos for this. Kick you off the guild if you're using Infernos. What are you doing?
Who's the guild leader?
Don't be using Infernos. All right. I don't know.
Infernals are underrated.
Yeah, Infernos are underrated. Okay.
Yeah.
For GvG?
Yeah, for GvG.
I mean,
I use Infernals on all my defenses.
There are 3 platforms. I mean, there are 3 ground units here, but God, you've got exactly the same problem that you have no platform support because you could put a healer here, which covers them, but then any units nearby are just going to get slapped by Garnet Guard.
Well, here's my question. So if you put a platform unit right behind north of the core, that's 3 tiles. 2, so the archers won't be able to get them, right?
No, it's 2 up. That's why.
2. Okay, so it's workable. Where are you going to put the other platform?
You've got nowhere, unless you. Again, it's pushing you to have 4 ground units.
I think that it's almost screaming like that in some senses. I just right now I've been when I did my preview and I looked at it, I looked at this for about 20 minutes before I recorded, and I was like, I don't know what I'm coming up with here.
This is sorry.
This is the best I can come up with, ladies and gentlemen.
Destin, I mean, I'm telling you right now, Destin, is how are we going to design a defense for this that's not going to get overrun?
I'm preparing to tell the guild, hey, set whatever the hell you want for defenses. We're just gonna have better offense.
one of us will come up with something that's just sustains for some reason, and we will know why. But
we're basically gonna be like, the top 3 defense people in our guild. They're gonna set the good defenses, and because everyone else is gonna die, we should win because no one's gonna defend anything.
I don't know.
Jeez.
It's like we're gonna be highly dependent on in a sense. I don't see Mary coming into play a whole lot here.
We're gonna see no tank comps for the first time ever.
Do you think that wild? I don't know, man.
I'm just gonna place everything haphazardly and stay in the bubble.
The joy of being the guild leader.
Yep, I can do whatever I want. I don't care.
And maybe one good, powerful unit, and hopefully that holds. Hey, you know what? Maybe that no healer strat comes into play this season.
People with Lady Alex should probably be more than fine, but if you don't, then
Lady Alex is tucked up a corner, just where she can just start picking on people as soon as they appear. she'll be
Yeah, this is
Maybe
gonna be
Idra will
everybody
make a
else.
resurgence.
The trouble is, Idra won't, because she needs other people to be using their ultimates during that period to like start doing some serious damage.
No, not
But-
just that. She's an epic with terrible stats, and she's not gonna do anything either.
No, it's just
It'll be better than having nothing, I guess. There's probably gonna be like a couple double tank Ingrids or something, maybe, if she even has the range.
I
For
would.
it.
Yeah, maybe. It's
Like,
just
you
trying to get a
can't,
healer.
you can't get
all the way-
you can't get a healer there. You'd need a Carnelian on this central island,
and
or a
then they get
Carnelian-
rocked. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to think about this.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Destin.
Yeah. See you guys. Bye.
And this is the tower, right? Or are we on the keep?
no, this is the keep. This is the keep. So
Oh, of
this is
course
the
not.
mess, which is the keep.
Oh,
So we're gonna kick 4 people so that no one has to be in the keep.
That is one solution. Honestly, it's just horrid.
So-
Yep.
That is masterful guild leading right there. All right, let's
Yeah.
You got to think in 4D, you know.
let's get the tower now and see what it is.
I don't think I've even looked at it yet.
You don't watch Sebastian's videos? Wow.
Well, I do, but you know, I tune in, I tune out. Someone's got to give him the views.
I have a bunch of alts, so I watch it like 8 times.
Okay, so again, you've got a similar setup here. So you've got a front loading opportunity. There's plenty of tiles down the bottom, but that's going to be really difficult to set up on.
Yeah, this is all going to be front stuff.
I mean,
there are no hidden platforms, right? I did not miss anything that's down there. It's just a 4 on here, right?
yeah, it's
Yep.
just so you
All right, so
can.
we got 2 in the back, 1 ground tile, possibly for a long range fighter.
Yep.
Kid, how far can you put S-ring all the way on the back, or who'd you grab as the healer?
Artemis.
Oh, it was Ar- okay.
Artemis.
Yeah, so you
Oh,
could
yeah.
put you could put the healer to the left of that, and then have like Hatchet there where Artemis is,
Yeah.
maybe,
Uh-huh.
right? And then you could run 2 ground units. You can run 3. This looks a lot more manageable, I think,
Yes.
especially because I have a genius strat at the back.
I think that the unit that is at the left of Arrogance, though, I don't know if you can protect them against the Gunner Guards. That looks too easy. We would have to test that out.
I think it would be fine.
It's too,
Unless you have
it
a
should-
magic in there that can melt them before they throw the first rocks at you.
maybe.
This is now I feel a little bit better with this one.
Yeah.
I can there's some situations here that I think you can really put together.
But I think it's
Because
fair to say that this first tile here, let me pick up Artemis. So this tile here is dead. You can't use it. It
I
will
wouldn't-
get sniped straight away by archers on deployment. And
It'll be bookkeepered if there's a tank there.
yeah,
Like,
it don't use it. Save your placements. Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
There, you're going to just get picked off by Garnet guards. So again, probably don't use it unless you've got a super tanky build and you can deal with the incoming damage. This tile above the second against Malvera will be subject to any ranged unit coming around who isn't distracted by a tank. So Garnet guards will throw rocks at it. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, this isn't a great setup, I mean, if you had Ezrin, you might be able to do some cleverness with healing on that. So on the first hit, but it depends how quick that comes in. Yeah. So there are potential for setup at the front.
There's going to be some difficulty in playing some mages. I think that some of the marksmen are definitely going to have play down here. Long range fighters definitely a play as well. So there's some possibilities here. It's not as closed as the keep was, but there are definitely some possibilities here to put something together. Nightmare, of course, is going to play out. Maybe there's some play for Arbiters here based on the placements and if you can guard yourself against those Guardian guards. But yeah, I'm a little bit more optimistic about.
Yeah. Now, we'll go into a friendly face-off against some of the guildmates to check this, but I understand that the pathing of the demons is a little bit unusual at the back. And rather than going as you would expect them to go, like up and across, they zigzag.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know if they'll keep that in the final, like.
But it means that you can't have your defenses set up like we were talking about earlier, because as soon as they get past your first tank, your second tank here isn't going to do anything. They'll just bugger off to the side. They'll just wander over here and past all of your defenses.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them that they did that. It's intentional, but we'll find out if in fact does carry over. But right now we have to go with how it's designed. I mean, we can't say, okay, this is gonna get switched, so don't be testing defenses like this.
Yeah. So there is a tile up the back there which you could put a long range archer on, but archers good joy about bringing archers. It gives you the archer range. So you're going to have really limited range unless you're bringing a star pierce as composition, and then you've got a bit of attack range on the front. So that might be something to consider for this map. Star piercers doing some fun and games into that. It's just have to see if this platform has any blocking capability. Probably not, but they have been known to do weird stuff in the past. And otherwise you've got place for a marksman there.
We got the marksman there. I think that the healer spot is going to be next to the core. If we put a defender down, that's the healer spot, right? Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be your Ezrin, Lily, Carnelian spot there, and then pray that your marksman doesn't get zapped by Garnet guards.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting, but it's definitely a more unique situation than most of the other maps.
Because of how open it is, right? With all those ground tiles.
Yeah.
And so if you want to show them the pathing, that if they keep it with that pathing, it's going to be really interesting to see how we have to line up our defenders or hybrid fighters to defend that portion.
Also, I think there's so much potential for Kratos' team at the back.
I haven't said it.
Kratos Ingrid.
Or you can just.
I can explain it if you want to set it later, but.
Here, let's see. This is you trying to go to mirrors.
Friendly face off. Guild Wars Season 8.
So, I did set some.
You did set some.
Is this what I did for the video? I might have. Okay,
maybe.
Let's look. Let's look at this. I don't think they're geared though, so you might have an easy time going through it.
So
I hope you can.
he's.
Right.
Just for
Okay,
giggles.
so yeah, just for giggles. But I want to see if they go through Broker. All right, come on. Let's see. Did it turn?
They did turn, but then they got slapped in the face by Bratus, so it didn't go very far.
Oh, he must have been geared then. All right.
Yeah, I think dogs would be the easiest way to check this.
Yeah, to test that at least. Yeah. Did you bring dogs? No, you didn't. Okay.
But maybe the flyer will make it through. I don't know.
I'll just bring two sets of dogs in and do it that way. Because if they're
yeah, I don't know what lineup they did for the Callista defense, but maybe it's easier to get through. But you can try this again. By the way, no, I would not use this defense. I was just doing a demo for something. So
it's okay to admit that this is your defense that you use.
oh yeah, this is the one that I would roll.
Just because you don't want people to use it doesn't mean you gotta lie.
I'm just saying. Just send your ma out. That's all you need. Okay, here we go. No,
they did actually get stuck. They did turn, but they got
started
blocked by
moving
the
Yeah.
All right.
Valk needs to die first.
The Valk needs to
for
die.
you to see.
Okay.
Kill her.
So they
kill her. Oh, sorry.
We'll see how they cope
at least
with
they
this.
fixed.
What is skeletons doing? Are you not going to summon? Oh, they did walk up.
They're walking up.
Can you like dog now or type of thing? But you use
restarted, send the Necros first, and then dog it.
Yeah, 2 Necros and then 2 dogs, and then you'll be good.
Restarted. What are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. No. I did have dogs. I just killed the dogs.
Yeah, you killed them.
Yep.
Yeah.
You murdered the poor animals.
No.
This map has there's a this will be easier to figure out than the keep. There are more opportunities here. You're not so restricted. The keep, they just made it a mess, man. I don't know what they were thinking.
The people were complaining about Ingrid, so they made it impossible to use platform cards.
If you're not using Ingrid.
I think Ingrid will be pretty good here, though.
In single target mode, maybe.
Maybe single target mode, yeah.
Yeah, she will probably get switched a little bit. Oh yeah, because they go left. Maybe my idea won't work then. I forgot. You guys have been saying that. Oh, they turn left. That's what the whole point of this is.
That was that's how they were playing out at the beginning, but they're going straight up now. That's just Broker's block turning them, but they are going straight up.
Yeah, but we don't know because what happens if constant.
Okay. Let's look at the other.
They did it. Okay. They did it.
Yeah.
They went through. They went through Constance.
Damn, Sebastian, your defense isn't very good. You got to change it
I know,
up
right?
It live.
I know.
Okay, so they have actually changed the pathing. They have changed the pathing there. So that's one thing to note. But even so, it's still a pretty difficult one to play with.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, so in that case, they would go through Callista, but Callista has obviously got pushback, and you've got Ares there, so that's hell.
Yep. Also, my idea, I guess, because we're able to see it more. My idea would be Ingrid to the left, where she is right there, facing right.
Yeah.
You have a tank where Callista is, so Ingrid will shoot. Ingrid will blast that entire incoming lane forever, basically, right? And then you could put Pope where Ingrid currently is, facing right.
In a tanky build, maybe.
Yeah, so he can't get garneted. And then he'll have access to almost the whole map. The only issue would be you couldn't really run another Tang too well because Ingrid wouldn't really target it that much. Like whatever's being blocked there. Then again, her big beam probably would, so maybe it would actually work. And then Praetus can mop it up. Either way, like there's some potential there. You add another block unit, maybe like a Constance or something, and then, or you could run like a CC unit, like a Greed maybe. Yeah. And then you would have your healer. You could put them where Ezrin is right there. Yeah. Maybe.
I think
there's potential.
Yeah.
Not that it would be good, but
okay. So if we do put the defender where Callista is, though, we pretty much killed those two platforms on behind them, though, right?
You could build the healer somewhat tanky pretty easily.
All right. Just as long as we don't let the bookkeepers have too much fun, is essentially what's coming down to, or the guard.
Yeah, I mean, the bookkeepers where Callista is, the top left and then the bottom left tiles wouldn't be affected, so they'd be okay, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, I'm seeing a little bit more possibilities here.
Yeah, it's just my thought is the Ingrid on those tiles is gonna be so broken because it just hits everything all the time as long as she's hitting something in front of her with basics. Like,
yeah, they're gonna make season 8 very, very interesting, especially how this is specifically laid out, the reduced number of attacks, so there'll be a little bit more pressure to make sure that you can get successful attacks in.
Yep.
We'll see.
And I like the tower map. I think the tower map's actually pretty solid.
The tower map, yeah, is the key.
It looks interesting.
Yeah,
the keep map is truly one of the maps of all time.
Yeah, we'll remember that one for a while.
Yep. Why can't we go back to the original keep, man? That was like
just straightforward. It was just straight.
We went from the first keep. It was like the first keep was really solid. The second, like the first time we ever got map switching, wasn't it the same keep? It was just carried over. And then they brought the tower, made it the keep, and didn't make a new keep, and then we got another keep, and now we're on the current keep, and then we're getting this keep, and those last three have been pretty bad.
Yeah. So this is the composition that Destin was talking about. So you have
I would put I wouldn't put Torador there because Ingrid can't reach very well.
Yeah, you have to you go back.
Yeah, so Malvira would, like, whoever the tank Malvira there. Yeah, you could do something like this, or you could put Malvira or anyone to the left of Tord, or even two tiles to the left beyond that. Like you could put like a Yimmerit or whatever, you know, like a Yimmerit next to Praetus facing right or whatever. Yeah, like that, or an Arrogance, or whatever the heck you want to run. That's my idea.
Just say Zillitu just to wind him up. Just watch his eye twitch.
I mean, Zillitu's really good. Like, Infernals are really good. I just haven't made any videos on them because I want it to stay secret. So if you're hearing this, and Sebastian himself agrees with me completely that Infernal, like, Solkidin's amazing. Twin Fiend and Zillitu, oh my gosh, it does so much damage. Like, you'll just watch them nuke an axe. One axe. You'll just see them disappear. It's amazing, right? Right, Sebastian? Do I have that's your seal of approval, right?
If you have any possibility of playing the Rising Horde in the global server, sure, throw us Infernos. We want to not test those defenses.
Yes, so if you guys are thinking that you might ever run into us, run a bunch of Infernal teams and watch Sebastian cry.
Yeah, I'll be crying. I'll just be like, how to beat these?
Yep. He's gonna be there for hours. I'm gonna basically assign him to it. I'm gonna be like, hey Sebastian, I'm sorry to break it to you, brother, but you gotta get to work on these Infernal teams.
Go get that Sulcadence, buddy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bait him
All
out
right.
and then run through.
I don't have anything else for this. I mean, I know that Destin is troubleshooting some ideas here, and there's some things that we need to make sure that we're protected against. But yeah, I mean, you put a marksman right behind Torador to the right. You can kind of protect yourself a little bit more there. Yeah, it's just this one. I like this one. This one, there's more possibilities. For those that have to man the keeps, though, oh, I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
Yep. These brave keep warriors.
Yeah.
Going out into the trenches, never coming back.
Yeah. Storm the keeps. Swarm the keeps. That's going to be the only way forwards.
Yep.
All right, perfect, guys. All right, that's our kind of preview of season 8, and we'll start talking about theory crafting for the global server later on. At least I'll do it on my channel with someone, and we'll see how this really pans out. But at least I get a chance to at least see what Forerunners looks like and what the weaknesses and strengths are, especially with what we think is going to happen.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you once again, Destin, for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you on. And Sebastian,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Sebastian's insights are always welcome in sharing his pain of testing the guild defenses. So there we go. Right.
One of the few things we still have left in the game for some of us end gamers. So we just hope that things can improve from here, and then we still look forward to see what other demon servers come in as well. So, but yeah, there's some pros and cons to the mode. We just hope that some of them improve faster than others, but that's essentially what it is right now.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, in the future we can talk about, how would we fix GvG and then bring more people into
matchmaking.
Traps. I put in the idea for traps, and then it just didn't get picked up by the devs. Traps would have been the solution. It just adds variation. Yeah. People have got to work around the traps.
Yeah, it could have done.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But they should also fix matchmaking, right? Right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh God, please. Yeah.
Don't you like how we fought the same guild 4 times in this season already, and we've lost every time?
No, and it's not that. Listen, which guilds you're gonna do better against and which ones don't. The problem is, and we see it here in Forerunners as well. Well, there are many guilds participating here, but when in global, when you have so many guilds that are participating in the mode, there should not be a reason why the same guild is getting matched up every third match or every second match. It does not make sense. There has to be a variability within the matchmaking and the scheduling. There has to be some, they're going to say it's technical limitations, but there has to be an ability to say, okay, if this guild gets matched against this one again, we have to jump them down 1 or switch the opponent again, right? I don't know.
Or they've run it like a proper tournament table, and you get so many points for a win, so many points for a loss. You get your offensive wins and you get your defensive wins, and that all gets tallied up into your statistics, which they will be tracking because they have that level of database. We know this from the fact they track every single piece of gear you'd ever sold, and they can tell you which ancients you sold. So they have that back-end data, and that would then create like a proper leaderboard that would have that variability in it. So you've got people who are winning lots, getting challenged more, and it would just mix things up a bit more, I think.
Yeah,
They
could do so many things,
but when you have it so that you have the top guild is nearly 300 points clear at the end of the season,
only
you've
300?
got a problem. Well, but
I'm kidding.
But they basically could have stopped playing halfway through the season and they still would have won. That is a problem in the scoring system.
Yeah. Or there has to be a way where you can create pots of like there's 20 guilds in the pot, and then middle way portion through the season, you change it. And you bring in 10 fresh ones or something like that. I don't know. It's puzzling how in a server with so many guilds that you can persistently keep matching the same one over and over and over again. Something is up.
Yeah, it's not pretty. It's not even like a hard thing to do. They could do any other system, anything else, and
anything else.
Like somehow it's the worst matchmaking system I've ever seen.
I mean, I would say it's a season. If you're going to call it a season, then truly be treated like a season. Everything is reset, and then matchmaking is just random, right? You're not basing it off whether you're in the 10th position or 20th position. Maybe later on that comes into play, but it should just be like clear season, and then you get matched. I don't know. It's really weird how they run these things. I don't know why they don't do a complete reset every season.
Right. So rather than spending the next hour moaning about GvG, which we'd all do, I think we're going to call it there. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. I apologize for the gap last week. I just wasn't feeling up to doing an episode, and it was getting everyone together at the same time is sometimes a bit of a challenge. Do keep tuning in. There is more to come from this channel, and we will keep getting guests on, like Destined, and having a good time talking about the game that we love. So we'll see you all in the next episode.
Yep.
See you, everybody.
Bye, guys.